Vince McHugh, and I am the Vice President of Network Solutions over at NECS. In this demo, we're going to look at Canon's new UniFLOW Online Express product. Canon provides the Express version of UniFLOW Online at no charge. It's amazing the features that UniFLOW Online Express adds to your Canon MFD, and it adds them for free. Let's take a look. So you're seeing my screen, and we're as if we're standing in front of a Canon. It's locked. It has ULM on it, Universal Login Manager, and this is common on any solution where we have UniFLOW involved. The beauty of this, though, is this isn't connecting back to a server on my own network. Servers typically cost thousands of dollars to get a decent server. This is connected to the cloud, and this particular machine, I could literally turn it off, send it somewhere else, plug it back in, and as long as it was set to pick up an IP address and had an internet connection, it would connect back and it would work the same way, which is actually pretty cool. So let's look at the screen. So right now you can see it's locked. We can use either an RFID card or a PIN code to get in, and in my case, I'd like to use the PIN code, and I'm going to use the very secure demo one called 1234. Please don't steal my PIN number, and that logs me in, which is great. This is a demo account we've created, and I now have the freedom to copy, to scan, to, if I had fax, to fax. You see the standard Canon scan and send, and then a new scan button, which we'll get to in a minute. But the standard Canon scan and send, this universal send as it's often called, there's an added button called send to myself. And it knows this is the demo user who's logged in. So it puts up the email address of that demo user. This is great because now I don't have to look for my name in an address book, or I don't have to try to find it in a list of one-touch buttons. So it's right there, and whoever logs in, if they hit that scan to myself button, it comes up and it gives them their email address. If I go into the scan button here, this is the UniFLOW scan button, I also see scan to myself. The difference is the standard Canon scanning that I saw before, that goes through like an Exchange server or an SMTP server on your network, or if you're using cloud services like Microsoft Office 365 or Gmail, then we need a dedicated account for all the copiers to use. They can use the same one, but there's still a monthly cost to that, which can be something we want to avoid if possible. Well, here I have a scan to myself button that works with the UniFLOW Online email server, and I don't need to connect to my own email server. I'm sending it back to myself from the cloud, which is kind of neat. It saves some money. And I can get rid of the other button completely if all I want to do is scan to myself. This also gives you scan to Google Drive. Now, the demo user account has never used it before, so when we click on scan to Google Drive, it comes up and says, hey, you're not set up. UniFLOW Online is not yet connected to this external service. An email has been sent to you with instructions. The beauty of this is IT doesn't even have to get involved. I can just go back to that email, follow the instructions, and it'll set up my UniFLOW Online account. So let me log out here for a minute. Let me go back into PIN codes, and I'm going to set up an account that actually has UniFLOW Online Express set up for scan to Google Drive. So when I go back in the scan to Google Drive, and it says connect, it's going to bring up the beautiful UniFLOW scanning client, which I'm used to. I can make changes here, like I know I'm about to scan text, so I'm going to choose text, and I hit my scan button. I can hit the green button on the copy, or I can hit the scan button. Either way, but there's 4 pages that just came in. I have my T's and C's. I want to send those up to a folder in Google Drive. A lot of schools use Google Gmail, or they use G Suite. It'd be a real benefit to them to be able to scan the Google Drive. This is actually my personal Google Drive. I have my scans folder out there, and since these are T's and C's, I'm going to put them in my sales folder under there. And this is literally looking at my folders real time online. So I'm going to say next, and then it's going to give me a chance to name it. It comes up with the word scan on it, so maybe I'll do scan test 9999. How's that? So you can put a date on it, whatever you want. You can, anything alphanumeric there. Any normal naming will work there. Gives me a chance to make sure, yep, that's what I want, and then I send it, and off it goes, which is great. Then if I go out to, let me log out here so somebody else can use it, or I'm locking the machine so unauthorized users can't. And then I go out to my Google online account. Let me start out my drive. There's my scans. And I go into the sales folder. And it's going to show up in a second here. Because remember, like I said, this is real time. There it is. Test scan 999. Did you notice it wasn't there a second ago? And then I refreshed and it was there. This literally scans in real time to Google Drive, and it does it for free, which I think that's pretty cool. That can also help if you're an organization or a business that sends large files, maybe too big to go through your email server. You can scan the Google Drive. That'll solve the problem for you, and you get it for free. So the last thing I want to talk about is reporting. That's one of the things that we really haven't discussed yet, but all the activity I make when I'm logged in gets tracked when I have UniFLOW Online Express. And the reporting is free and it's unified. If you're an organization or a school that's been using Canon department IDs to track your users, you're going to fall in love with UniFLOW Online Express because it can collect all the data, and there's no charge. There's no charge at all for whether you're collecting users or you're collecting 10 different Canons and you want to put it into a single report. UniFLOW Online Express will do that for you. So let's recap. If we look at the things that UniFLOW Online Express does, it gives you security. It secures your copy so unauthorized users can't use it. It gives you two flavors of Scan to Myself, through your own email server or through a cloud-based email server. It gives you Scan to Google Drive for free, and you get reporting. All this comes for free when you add UniFLOW Online Express to your Canon Image Runner Advanced MFD. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, my name is Vince McHugh, and my email address is vince.mchugh@necs.biz. Thanks again. Have a great day.